connection. Hello, hello world, hello humans. Oh. So we were debating how tired we are and how unprepared for the toe taps and baby crows we are. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Because as I always say, you get exactly what you need, which you will. So I wonder, I think this will be an interesting experiment of how we can lighten that flow up, the intensity of that flow, while keeping it, how can you internally lighten up that flow in a way that is not as intense as it was on Saturday? I guess we'll find out. But it is interesting because sometimes, for me anyway, when I'm teaching, it's a lot harder for me to soften my practice. When I'm practicing, it's a lot easier for me to lay off a little bit and just kind of, take it easy, maybe engage a little less or so. But when I'm teaching, it's really hard, but I don't know, I'll do my best. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I feel like today's Wednesday, I think I have to go over, is gonna prove to be exactly what Wednesdays usually are, the hardest day of the week to practice. After work, I have 2 people straight from work, and then I have lost 1 person in transit. So that is a perfect example of we are back to normal, only the yoga studios are still closed, but other than that, it seems like we're back into normal work load and traffic. So that's kind of sad. I also wonder, so Venus went retrograde. I know I talked about it a little bit yesterday, I think, or whatever, yesterday or Monday. Pluto is already in retrograde. Venus went retrograde today. Saturn went also retrograde a few days ago, and then Jupiter's going to go retrograde. So all of this retrograding, I would like to just put my tiredness up to the retrogrades. Just because it's a great excuse, and I love it. And it's also always an opportunity to look, inside, and then look where you find yourself and where do you need to slow down, where do you need to adjust. And I think especially the last 8 weeks or however long, now we're kind of going back, but I think it showed us the exact places where we should and need to slow down. Whether we're going to actually do it going forward, that's a whole separate question. I think it would be nice if we would, but I'm a little afraid that the digestion period, or whatever you want to call it, was not long enough for us to actually integrate a new habit of, slowing down, reprioritizing properly, or whatever you want to, consider properly. So yeah, there's that. All right. You guys ready? Oh gosh, it is so funny how we're not really. It's okay. Yoga will help. It will help one way or another. I know we're gonna feel so much better afterwards. I know that for a fact. So we'll just start nice and slow, and then we'll see what happens. All right, if you'd like to start your playlist, I wonder if we even have anybody with us. Because I didn't wait. Usually I wait. I'm sure Marlene is on it. Marlene may be the only one. Marlene, love you. You may be the only one with us, and that's okay. That's totally fine. But if everybody is feeling anywhere similar where we are, there's only Marlene and us, nobody else. So thank you for holding Robbie here wasn't coming regularly, and other people popping in and out, it would be extremely difficult to keep this going. So I am so grateful for some of you who were holding me accountable from far away, such as Ashlyn and Marlene, who are religiously practicing from home, and then a few others, and then Robbie and whoever shows up here randomly, Jenna and Taylor and Maya and other people. Okay, enough. I'm delaying this as much as I can, as you can tell. Alright, the playlist is called Daydream in Blue. One more funny anecdote. So I may have said this on Saturday, but maybe I didn't. When this playlist came into being, I usually listen to it several times in a row because I like to get a feel of, what will happen. And then I was, with a friend, and I were listening to the playlist, and the first song comes in, which is Angel by Massive Attack. And then right away I go like, uh-oh. I'm like, this is gonna be hard. Like, I can already tell this is gonna be tough. Sure enough. Toe taps and baby Vinyasa. Alright, so if you'd like to start the playlist, Daydream in Blue from 5-9, I am gonna start it 3, 2, 1, now. Good luck, everyone. Feel free to slack off as much as you want. If child's pose is where you need to be, maybe that is where you need to be. We are gonna do our best, as always. Find your breath. Sits bones connect into the mat. Soften through the shoulders, open through the collarbones, chin tucked in slightly, crown of the head reaching up, sitting nice and tall. Just noticing how you arrive on your mat in this moment. What are you bringing on with you? What are you carrying? Take a moment, let the body simply settle into the space. Maybe putting out little feels out into your surroundings. Check in the connection of the sits bones into your mat. Looking at the breath coming in and out softly. As best as you can, try to establish your space. Big breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. Sip in a little more. Out of your mouth, let it go. One more just like that. Big breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. Sip in a little more. Out of your mouth, let it go. Seal your lips. Find your ujjayi. Constrict the back of your throat. Even inhale, even exhale. Slowly drop the chin down in towards the chest. Notice the heaviness of your head just pulling in. Keep engaged through the midsection, through your core. Draw your left cheek towards your left shoulder. Pause there. Up and over, off to your right. Pause there, letting the head be completely heavy. Draw your chin back in towards the chest, completing the half circle. Inhale, lift your gaze up, maybe up towards the sky, maybe not all the way, depending how you feel. Pull the jaw forward. Plug it back in, chin goes down, back in towards the chest. Slowly, mindfully, right cheek finds the right shoulder. Pause there, send a breath into your left side of your neck. Up and over, left chin towards the left shoulder. Back into the center, chin towards the chest. Soft through the shoulders, heavy through the arms. One more lift up of the gaze, up towards the sky. Maybe a little wiggle through the jaw as you get there. And then back into the neutral. Inhale, arms reach up over your head. Interlace your hands, flip the palms up towards the sky. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Off to your right first. Keep lifting through the left side of your rib cage. Engage your left armpit. Your right side pushing in towards your left side. So it doesn't really matter how deep you go off to the side, but more so you're looking for a length through your left side. Both sits bones remain on the ground. Back in towards the center. Again, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Off to your left. Right side lifting, left side pushing in and up to your right rib cage. Again, it doesn't really matter how deep you go, more so how much length you find through your right side. Back in towards the center. As you release your hands, roll the wrists. Nice and slow, all the way down. Put your hands right in front of you. Find your way onto your hands and knees. I would like to point out that I'm drinking iced coffee. And I think that was just completely necessary to mention. So a little forward and backward on your hands and knees. Maybe a little cat-cow. Let's do that yummy stretch that we did the other day. Right leg, inhales back, push back through your heel. Pull the navel up against the spine, so notice if you're dumping through your low back, really inflate the space at your low back. Protract through the shoulder blades, but extend through the crown of your head. Now take your right foot, cross it over to the left edge of your mat, right outside of your mat. Put the toes down, gaze over your left shoulder, push your right hip slightly off to your right, lengthen through your right side. Ugh. I really like this one. And then back, extend your right heel out, push breath in through the heel. Bring your knee to nose, right knee in towards the right nose. Keep your toes on the mat, nails on to the mat, and then push your weight back in towards your hips. You can even come on top of your fingertips if that gives you a little more leeway. Now you're hollowing out the belly here, you're pushing the mat away, the chin is in towards the chest, but you're stretching through the top of your foot. And then slowly slide your knee back down, little shimmy, little shake. Again, maybe you can stay on the fingertips the whole time if that works. If not, don't worry about it. Extending your left leg out, inhale, push back through your heel again, check with the belly. As soon as you drop the belly, pull it back in, inflate the space at the low back. The leg is only a hip height, not higher than that. And then cross it over right to the outside of your right edge of the mat. Push the left hip slightly out. Look over your right shoulder towards your back foot, lengthening through your left side. And then don't be afraid to kind of investigate where you have space. Maybe you shimmy the upper body a little over the hands, totally fine. Keep sucking the belly in, keep engaging through the midsection. The left heel extends back out long, push back through the heel. Exhale, knee to nose, bring it in, keep the top of the foot on the mat. And
And then shift your weight backwards. Again, maybe you come on the tippy toes if you're not there already. And then push the mat away, round, shoulder to shoulder. Forehead to knee, stretching through the top of your foot. Just notice. And then slowly release. The left knee slides down onto the mat. Do me a favor, put your palms down, fingertips facing the knees. And then shift your weight back again in towards the heels, stretching long through the forearms. Back to neutral, shoulders over the wrist, fix the hands into their regular position. Point fingers pointing forward or maybe even slightly out. Just depends. Tuck the toes, lift the hips back. Downward facing dog. Here we are. Stretch it way back, heavy into the heels, maybe pedal out the feet. Fill the legs with the breath, lengthen through the arms. Assess. Assess your body, assess your state, assess your space. Right leg lifts up and back. Inhale, bend your right knee, flex your foot. Keep your right shoulders close in towards the mat. The chest is square towards the mat. Extend your right leg out long. Step your right foot all the way in, your left knee goes down. Arms rise over your head. Arms go down, frame the foot, half splits, bring it back. Pause here, lift the gaze in towards the toes. Come back to front, plant your hands, step your right foot back to plank, hold plank. Inhale here. Knees are not, exhale, halfway down. Inhale through your back bend, pause here. Shoulders back and down, weight in the hands. Roll over your feet, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up and back, stretch it all the way back. Bend your knee, flex your foot. Open the hip, keep your left shoulder down. Straighten your left leg again. Step your left foot all the way in, right knee goes down. Inhale, arms rise over your head, ribs in, lengthen, arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, hips go back. Chest stays lifted back to front, plant your hands. Step your left foot back to plank. Inhale here. Knees are not, forward, elbows in, lower halfway down. Inhale through your up dog. Roll over your feet, downward facing. Right leg lifts up and back long. Step your right foot all the way in, your left knee goes down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, arms go down. Half splits, bring it back. Back to front, plant your hands. Step your right foot back, plank. Inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale through your back bend, shoulders. Roll over your feet, downward facing, left leg inhales, up and back. Step it all the way in, right knee goes down. Arms rise over your head. Arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, bring it back. Back to front, plant your hands. Plank is next. Inhale there. Halfway down, exhale. Up dog. Downward facing dog. High on the tippy toes. Knees bent, look where you're going. Step or float, front of your mat. Halfway lift, crawl your chest up. Exhale, fold. Two more where that came from, halfway up. Exhale, fold. It's interesting how movement kind of starts sneaking up on you. One more, halfway. You didn't want to move and now you're like, yeah, I can move a little bit, it's alright. All the way up, interlace the hands, palms up towards the sky, lift. Off to your right. You're just making space, you're stretching, lifting up towards the sky. Off to your left again. Halfway lift, crawl your chest, inhale. Plant your hands, step or float, chaturanga mid-plank. Inhale through your up dog. Feel the energy going through your body. Tippy toes, inhale. Knees bend, look where you're going, step or float. Halfway up, crawl your chest. Notice the rhythm, you just want to move. One breath, one movement, all the way up, arms reach, interlace the hands, palms up. Slight bend through your knees, ground through your feet, up and over to your right. Off to the center. Up and over to your left. Off to the center, lift. Let the arms go, hinge at the waist, swan dive. Halfway up, crawl the chest. Plant your hands, step or float, chaturanga, mid-plank. Inhale through your up dog. Roll over your feet, downward facing. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. Again, breath in. Out of your mouth, let it go. Ready for some toe taps. Right leg lifts up and back. Right toes, tap the right wrist. Right knees high into your armpits. Scoot it back, three-legged. Two more where that came from. Right to right, tap. Or you can do a regular knee to tricep. Scoot it back. One more, right to right, tap. Flex the foot, make a connection with the wrist. Scoot it back, three-legged. Right leg steps all the way in between your hands. Arms rise, high crescent, inhale. Airplane arms and torso, lean in, hips are square. Left quad is tight. Inhale, arms rise over your head, stay leaned in. Bring your hands to heart center. Another inhale, pull the belly in. Prayer twist off to your right. Hook your elbow, find some space. Breathe. Start shifting forward into your right leg. Your left heel comes off the mat to a hover. Stay there. Now take your arms apart. Perhaps find your block. Put it in a certain place. You'll need it again. No, you guys are not prepared. I'm totally prepared. They forgot. Right knee bends. Keep your arms as they are. Slow control. Step back. You go to quick twisted crescent. And then open up, warrior two. In and over. Inhale, up and over, reverse, lift your right side up. Again, take it as easy as you like. Arms go down, frame the foot. Right leg goes long, three-legged dog. Right toes, find the right wrist, tap. Again, three-legged dog. One more, right to right, tap. Three-legged dog. Right leg steps all the way in, warrior two on your inhale. Stay for exhale. Up and over, reverse, lift, stay deep through your legs, half moon. Exhale, your right hand finds a block or a ground. Unfurl, take your time. Take yourself all directions, expand. Again, just look for space. Inhale where you are. Shiva squat, bring it down. The left leg never touches the ground. Slowly extend your left leg back out to a hover. And then step it back, arms rise, high crescent. Inhale. Warrior three, coming forward, airplane arms. Shift. Keeping the left hip drop down again, strong breath through the back heel, belly inflating, your low back. Inhale here. Another Shiva squat, bring it all the way down. Slowly extend your left heel to a hover, keep it at, step it all the way back. Inhale, arms rise, high crescent. Revolve half moon, left arm or both arm first. Find the floor or the block. The left leg lifts, right arm completes. Up into the twist. My least favorite posture of all times. Right knee bends, control step back, keep the arms twisted, crescent again. Open up, warrior two. Up and over, reverse lift. Arms go down, frame the foot. Three-legged dog, right leg goes long. Toes to wrist, make a connection. Inhale, three-legged dog. One more time, toes to wrist, make a connection. Scoot it back, three-legged, right leg steps all the way in, warrior two. One more time. Up and over, reverse, lift. Extended side angle to stay for a moment. Find your fullest expression or just find a place that you want to hang. Hug the right hip under again, looking for a length through your left side. Inhale back to reverse all the way. Standing splits or into a handstand, if you will. Up to you. If you're not handstanding, 10 toes on the mat. Inhale here, exhale, plant your hands, Bakasana, crow pose. If you're handstanding, keep go ahead and handstanding. If you're not, you're with me in crow. Now slowly your right foot finds the mat. Control, step back, warrior one legs. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Stay for exhale, another inhale here. Skandasana to the back of your mat, deep into your left knee. Coming back to front, arms go down, frame the foot. Right toes make a connection to the right wrist, three-legged dog, scooted back. Bend your knee, flex your foot, shoulders move forward over the wrist. Supported side plank or flip dog. And just hang. Oh, the wind is so good. Right forearm finds the mat. Roll yourself all the way over into your right side. Forearm side plank. Left forearm finds the mat also. Square your hips into the mat. Now bend your knees and shift your weight back into the heels. So notice how my shins are parallel to the ground. My weight is all the way back. I'm pushing away from the hips. Now straighten your legs and shift your shoulders forward. Your face come in towards your thumbs. And then back again, bend your knees. Two more where that came from, straighten your legs, shift it forward. And then one more time, bend your knees. Last one, straighten your legs, shift your shoulders over your elbows. And then bend your knees. Straighten your legs, simple dolphin, if you will. Right leg lifts up and back. Right knee, right tricep, shift forward again. Scoot it back, extend. Two more where they came from, right to right. And extend. And then one more, right to right. And extend. Now I'll give you, put your right foot down onto the mat. You have options. You can either do forearm stand or baby bakasana. I don't know what's better. Well, I know what's better for me. But whatever you guys want to do. So baby crow obviously is really down into the ground. You just kind of, it's tough on the shoulders for sure. Yeah, hey you guys, oh my God, good job. All right. Woo. All right, step it back, downward facing dog. Woo. See, that's not so bad, we're doing great. Actually, we'll do, what time is it? Find your breath? Oh, okay, cool. We'll do a little intermission, high on the TP toes, round forward, find your way to plank. And then shift forward, lower all the way down onto your ground. Put your right cheek onto the mat. First, take your arms alongside of your body. Palms are facing up, so your thumbs are in towards your thighs. Inhale here. Exhale, lift everything off the mat. The hands, fingertips are pulling backwards. Feet pulling backwards. Tail under. Gaze just slightly forward. Chin tucked in slightly. Fire up your quads. One more breath. And release, left cheek goes down onto the ground. Maybe bend your knees, windshield wipe the legs, left and right, or just kind of wiggle through the hips a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll soften it up a tad. Releasing the legs back down. One more set. Forehead down in towards the mat. Put the tail under against the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, lift everything off the ground. Again, the fingertips are pulling back. The feet are pulling back. Thighs are active. Inner thighs are pulling in towards each other. Just breathe. Little movement, totally fine. That means you're breathing. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades. Think cobra through your chest. One more breath. And release. Switch the cheeks again. Maybe again bend your knees. Windshield wipe the legs, left and right. I feel so much better already. Releasing the feet back. The hands come by your chest. You guys, not underneath the shoulders, by your chest. It's a little lower. So you cannot actually put your forearms down, right? Tuck the toes. Lift the kneecaps or fire up the quads, which is going to lift your kneecaps. Put your tail under, fire up your belly, forehead down. Keep the elbows squeezing in towards each other. 3, 2, 1, plank. Yes, hips go back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. Another breath in. Out of your mouth, let it go. Left leg lifts, up and back, long. Left toes, find the left wrist, negotiate the space, tap. Scoot it back, 3-legged. 2 more, left to left, tap. Nope. Scoot it back, 3-legged. 1 more, left to left, tap. Scoot it back, 3-legged. Sound effects are always welcome. Step your left foot all the way in, arms rise, high crescent. Airplane arms and torso. Lean in, fire up your belly, lengthen through the spine, crown of the head. Just the arms up. Inhale. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, prayer twist off to your left. Find a moment. Hollow out the belly. Give your spine a little ring. Ring, not ring. Ring. Start shifting forward onto your left leg. Your right heel comes off the mat to a hover. And slowly take your arms apart. Find your block. Left arm up. Revolve half moon. Block is super helpful here. You can notice the space you need to negotiate. Keep the arms as they are. The left knee bends. Right leg steps back. Twisted crescent. Open up. Warrior 2. Sink into your legs, up and over, inhale, reverse. Arms go down, frame the foot. 3-legged dog, left leg goes long, left toes, find the left wrist, stab. Again, scoot it back. 1 more, left to left, tap. Scoot it back, 3-legged. Step your left foot all the way in, warrior 2, open up. Stay for exhale, inhale, up and over, reverse. Half moon, left arm finds the block. Right leg becomes light, stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Take your time, open, expand, find space. Breathe. Inhale here, Shiva squat, wrap it all down. The right heel slowly extends back, keep it at a hover. Step it all the way back. Inhale, arms rise, high crescent. Exhale, warrior 3, shift forward. Right heel lifts off the mat. Keep the right hip down. Inhale here. Shiva squat, wrap it all down. Keep the right heel off the mat. Extend your right leg out to a hover. Keep it there. Big step back, arms rise, high crescent. Into revolve, half moon, arms go down, right leg lifts. You start towards warrior 3. And then you add the twist, left arm up, into the twist. Yep. Keep the arm, left knee bends, control, step back, twisted crescent again. Open up, warrior 2. Up and over, reverse, lift, lengthen through your left side. Arms go down, frame the foot. 3-legged dog, left leg goes long. Left toes, find the wrist, touch. Scoot it back, 3-legged. One more, left to left, tap. Bam. Scoot it back. Step your left foot all the way in. Warrior two, open up. Up and over, reverse, lift. Extended side angle. Take a moment there, find depth through your legs, find extension through your right side, hug the left hip under, hollow out the belly, strong through your right quad. Beautiful. One more breath. Inhale to reverse, push off of your legs. Arms go down, standing splits or all the way into a handstand. If you're not handstanding, you go into a crow. If you're handstanding, maybe keep yourself in the L shape of a handstand. Okay, great. So the left leg can find the mat, right leg steps back, warrior one legs. Inhale, warrior one. Stay for exhale. Another inhale. Skandasana to the back of your mat, deep into your right knee. Back to front, arms go down, frame the foot. Left toes, make a connection to the left wrist, step. Scoot it back, three-legged, bend your knee, flex your foot. Shoulders move forward over the wrist and flip. Left forearm finds the mat. Roll yourself all the way to the other side. Right arm comes up, forearm side plank. However you want to go about it. Right forearm finds the mat. Square the hips in towards the mat. Bend your knees, shift your weight back into the heels. Again, notice how my shins are almost parallel, or they are actually parallel to the mat. Now straighten your legs into dolphin. Shift your shoulders forward towards your wrist. And then back into your heels. Two more where they came from. Straighten the legs, shift forward. And back, knees bent. Last one, shift forward. Shoulders move. And back into the bent legs. Straighten the legs, regular dolphin pose. Left leg lifts, up and back. Left to left, tap. Scoot it back. Two more, left to left, tap. Scoot it back. And one more, left to left, tap. And back, release the left foot down onto the mat. Bend your knees, walk your feet closer to your face, baby bakasana, or a forearm stand. Whew. I don't know if I want to do either. Yeah, forearm stands way easier, for sure. Whew. Perfect. No, you guys are down. We are down. Embryo pose would work just as well, you guys. It does feel great. The breeze here is great. We are not in the sun. Most of us aren't. Ashlyn's got a little bit of her head on the sun, but it feels so good. Yeah, this is definitely a lot of shoulder work, for sure. What was the thing that I said we were... Oh, the side stretch, the banana shape stretch. That's what I said the other day. I was like, I remember saying that we should have done a certain stretch after the Saturday class. Hi, Kitty. How are you guys feeling? Are you feeling better?
Better than Saturday.
Not but like better than
Better than it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Better than Saturday for sure. Saturday was brutal. It was brutal. Ugh. Okay. that again. There's no way. No way in hell. But I do feel, it's kind of funny how the movement starts creeping up on you. You start moving very slowly, you know, you drop your head side to side and you're like, well, yeah, I can move a little, right? And then you just kind of adding, and then it totally creeps up on you, which is great. It's really great. I love when that happens, especially when you're like super tired and you're like super not motivated. You're like, I really don't want to do this. Yeah, it's great. Something happens when you like touch your mat and you just start gently moving. All right, downward facing dog. This iced coffee has been sent from heavens. Again, assess, reassess, reconnect with your breath. Find some space, inhale here. Out of your mouth, let it go. One more, just like that, inhale. Out of your mouth, let it go. Right leg lifts, up and back long. Step your right foot all the way in, your left knee goes down. Inhale, arms rise over your head. Arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, bring it back. Back to front, plant your hands. Plank is next, step your right foot back. Inhale here. Forward elbows in, lower halfway down. Inhale through your up dog. Roll over your feet, downward facing dog. Listen, right leg lifts, up and back. Bend your knee, flex your foot. Shoulders move forward over your wrist, supported side plank or flip dog. Oh, ice cream, anyone? Right arm finds the mat, right to right, tap. Three-legged dog, right leg goes long. Step your right foot all the way in between your hands, left leg lifts, standing splits. Inhale here. Exhale, if you like to plant your hands, take a hop, go ahead. Right leg steps between your hands, warrior one legs as you exhale, left leg steps back, arms rise, inhale. Stay for exhale. Inhale here. Arms go down, frame the foot. Right leg steps back, plank. Inhale, forward, elbows in, lower halfway down. Inhale through your up dog. Roll over your feet, downward facing. Left leg lift, up and back long. Step your left foot all the way in, right knee goes down. Inhale, arms rise over your head, lengthen. Give yourself space, arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, bring it back. Back to front, plant your hands. Plank is next. Inhale where you are, exhale halfway down. Inhale through your back bend, shoulders, chest come through, roll over your feet, downward facing. Left leg lifts, up and back, bend your knee, flex your foot. Shoulders move forward over your wrist, flip your dog. Left arm finds the mat, left to left, tap. Three-legged dog, hips go long. Step your left foot all the way in, right leg lifts, standing splits, fire up your right glute. You can hang here again, you take a hop on the other side. Left leg steps between your hands, right leg takes a long step back, warrior one, rise. Stay for exhale, pressure outer edge of your right foot, inhale. Arms go down, frame the foot. Plank is next. Forward elbows in, lower halfway down. Inhale through your up dog. Roll over your feet, downward facing dog. High on the tippy toes. Roll forward, find your way to plank. Inhale here. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Right your ankles. If you can reach them, that's great. And again, tuck the tail under. Maybe pull the knees in towards each other a little bit so they're kind of like ish, in-ish. Inhale here. Exhale, kick the feet into the hands. Maybe flex the feet if you can. Just kind of make a little hook with the ankles. Keep kicking, kick your feet into the hands. Fire up your quads. Notice the space at the low back. Shoulder blades in, gaze, chin tucked in slightly, and release. Left cheek down. Maybe windshield wipe the legs, left and right. One more set. Forehead back down, tail under. Reach back for the ankles. Flex the feet if you can. Point the knees going straight out. Inhale here. Exhale, kick. And again, keep kicking, keep breathing. Keep assessing the space at the low back. Keep tucking the tail under. Shoulder blades in long through the arms. Kick, kick, kick. And release. Again, windshield wipe the legs, left and right. Great. Now just flip like a pancake. Favorite thing to say, one of my favorite things to say. Oh my goodness, take your feet apart. We made it to the ground, onto the back. From now on, it's like easy breezy lemon squeeze. All right. We're gonna start off to your right. So your left ankle is gonna cross over your right foot, and your right foot is out to the right outer edge of your mat. Your arms reach up over your head. Your right hand takes the left wrist, and then you banana shape all the way off the side of your mat again. And then you kind of find an extra space through your left arm, through your left armpit, left ribs. The hips are pushing out into your left. Little banana shape, little moon on your mat. Give your left side a big, big stretch. Find space and settle in. I just open my eyes and I see some clouds on the blue skies between the green trees. I highly recommend coming to the porch. You guys do come. You should come at least once. See, but the thing is that once you come once, it's over. Then you always want to practice on the porch. It just takes one time. Alright, slowly unwind back into the center. The left foot crosses out to the left edge of the mat. The right leg lifts and crosses over the left ankle. Maybe wiggle your upper body slightly off to your left. Left hand grabs the right wrist again. Now you're looking for space through the right side. A big moon shape through your body. Lengthening through the armpit, the right rib cage, hip, through your right leg. Everything's getting a long, nice, sweet stretch. Slowly release back into the center. Uncross your legs, bend your knees. Bring the knees in towards the armpits. Give them a little bit of a squeeze. Layer the low back onto the mat. A little bit of a side to side. Bring the soles of the feet back down onto the mat. Little adjustment through the shoulder blades. Hip width distance, maybe tiny bit wider. And then just a super quick bridge. If you would lift the hips up, push strong into the feet. Just notice where you find yourself. Up on the tippy toes, upper back down first, mid back, low back. Knock the knees together, windshield wipe the legs, left to right. And then one more just like that, or if you would rather do a wheel, you can totally do a wheel. Up to you. Second set. Stretch for the core for sure. I can totally feel like the stretch through the six pack. Lowering down whenever you're ready. Again, knock the knees together, windshield wipe the legs, left and right. Give your spine a little neutral space to adjust before you bring your knees back in towards the chest. There's anything else that you need to do, maybe a quick recline pigeon or a spinal twist or a happy baby, shoulder stand, anything else that needs to happen before you're ready for Shavasana, do that now. Make sure you switch sides if you're doing something that requires you to switch sides. Whenever you're ready, the knees, find the way back into the chest one more time. This time, knees to touch, heels to touch. Get a good grip over your knees. Bring the forehead to the knees. Squeeze it in, wrap it in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold yourself nice and tight. Lay the head and neck down first. And then slowly extend the feet opposite corners of your mat. Sweet, sweet, well-deserved Shavasana. Soften through the hips, adjust the shoulders, connect the shoulder blades to the mat. Let the heel find their space. Wiggle out the jaw, soften the face, soften the eyebrows. Big inhale in through your nose. Feel your body head to toe. Slow, long inhale. Out of your mouth, let it go. One more, just like that. Big breath in. Draw it in. Every piece and nook of your body fills in. Out of your mouth, let it go. Let the body sink heavy into the mat. Notice if you're holding any tension anywhere, any residual engagement. Consciously scan your body and release. let your own body weight imprint into the back of your mat. Sink into the earth. Body to be exactly as is, without any expectations, any attachments, any resentments. Just be there. Just be there. This is the reward that you're working towards throughout your practice. This is the moment when you integrate all the space that you have created. You take a moment and you're just with it. You're just with your body. You're just there, simply being, simply present. One day we meditated on the challenges of Mother's Day. Today I have something else prepared, so if you have another 30 minutes, please do stay with us as we find our way into a little bit of a meditation. I know how hard it is for you guys to restart the Instagram feed. But please, if you can, try. You guys stay where you are. I'll bring you out in just a second. And for you guys, if you would just come back whenever you come out of Shavasana, that would be great.